Hello, awesome community. My name is Jaimit. I am a serverless developer at Serverless Guru and a AWS community builder. I am AWS and technology enthusiastic. Really welcome you all to this session. In this session, I am going to demonstrate Amazon Event Bridge, Event Pattern demo, and Task Scheduling demo using AWS Lambda. Let's get started. Amazon Event Bridge is a serverless event bus that make it easy to build an event-driven application at scale using event generated from different data sources like your application from third-party SaaS application or any other AWS services. Even Amazon Event Bridge allow us to drive a data event from source to different targets. Amazon Event Bridge Bus allow us to create different routing rules that can allow us to create a architecture of the application that is flowing the event data real time from source to target where the producer and consumer both are really decoupled. So here I just placed one example of how the microservice architecture will get decoupled and simplified by using Amazon Event Bridge. Say for example, in big real time e-commerce system, whenever some order are placed, we want to do some operation either relevant to generating these invoices or a fulfillment services or a forecasting services. Even in some e-commerce application, we need the feature of reward points or a loyalty points whenever order placed. So in that case, this Amazon Event Bridge is really kind of one real-time example of decoupling. So whenever order placed, we can pass the event data to Amazon Event Bridge, and that can, by using matching routing rules, it can pass to particular targeted microservices. We can say invoice or a fulfillment or a reward service. So whenever order placed, when we put some event data to event bus, at that time this routing rule will check like this particular order event data with matching with which particular target, so it will get sent to that particular target only, or according to the whatever rule set in the routing rules. Okay, so here if we see the concept of Amazon Event Bridge, that mainly allow us to flow event data from source to target. At the moment, Amazon Event Bridge supporting 90 plus AWS services as a source, 15 plus AWS services as a target. If we see the pricing, Amazon Event Bridge allow us to $1, costing $1 per million event puts into the event bus for a custom event case. Okay, so these are the like main highlighting points for this Event Bridge. Amazon Event Bridge allow us to do, if we consider the features, it is allow us to do many things like it is highly available. First of all, that is supporting multiple SaaS provider, and here I demonstrated what are the different features or we going to cover in this particular session for this Amazon Event Bridge. Amazon Event Bridge allow us to schedule the events. Say for example, we want to run particular AWS service on particular time. Say for example, every 1 hour or every 1 minute or daily once. Those kind of cron job like scheduling is possible to do by using Amazon Event Bridge scheduling. Apart from that, Amazon Event Bridge also support like whenever any AWS service state change, it will allow us to call the particular target service. So it is a kind of like predefined pattern matching. When say for example, whenever EC2 instance status get changed from running to stopped, at that time we want to call AWS Lambda. So those kind of scenario Also we are able to do by using event pattern matching in the event bridge. So here I also put that example, like whenever EC2 instance state change, event bridge it will based on predefined event matching pattern, it will call the AWS Lambda as a target service. Even we are able to do custom event pattern matching, custom event pattern things also with Amazon Event Bridge, like whenever any source or Lambda like putting custom events onto the event bridge bus, custom bus, and then that will match the custom pattern on the event data from a source Lambda, and then by matching that rule, it will it will call the destination Lambda on specific case also whenever particular event data matching. So let us go through the next steps. So now I'm not going much into the theory part, but let's get started to the demo session. In this particular session, we will going to cover three different demos, and we are going to use this all different services like Amazon Event Bridge, AWS Lambda, CloudWatch, and EC2 as a part of this demo. And in demo one, I will demonstrate like how to create a scheduling cron job kind of things by using Amazon Event Bridge. We will call AWS Lambda every few minutes or every few hours, we can say. So that first one is a scheduling demo. Second demo, what we will do is like whenever any EC2 instance state change from running to stop, Amazon Event Bridge will automatically call the targeted Lambda. So we can say like if someone want to do some action whenever EC2 instance down through Lambda, that is possible in this scenario. So that will be a demo 2. In that case, I will demonstrate like event pattern matching using predefined pattern mechanism. And in demo 3, what we will do is we will invoke targets when event pattern matching using custom patterns. So in this custom pattern scenario, when custom event pattern match, then and only call AWS Lambda. So that third demo also we will do as a part of this session. Okay, before doing this demo, let me also show the costing part of this service at high level in the what will be the covered in free tier. So anyone able to do this demo by following this video, and it will not cost you much on like not cost you in as everything covered in the if you have a free tier accounts. So let me take you through the pricing of the free tier for this Lambda and CloudWatch and EC2. So here if you open this particular URL where you are able to see the AWS free tier coverage, if you see the Lambda here, Lambda will support 1 million free requests per month without any cost as a part of free tier, and also 3.2 million second of compute time per month. So like it will not cost you even until until you are in free tier, like up to 1 million requests per month or 3.2 million compute second per month. Okay, same way like EC2, if you see for EC2, it like T2 micro, and in some cases T3 micro will are like covered under free tier for, so it will not cost you anything in that case. Even also CloudWatch allow us to do this kind of things freely, like this many like around 1 million API requests and many things covered in the free tier. If we see Event Bridge, in this case, like Event Bridge costing, whenever putting custom events or in third party or cross account event, it will cost us $1 per million event published. For default like default services, default AWS default service events, it's kind of free. Okay, so this is a kind of pricing that cover under the free tier. So that will be easy for like you can get idea, like if you follow this demo you will not get ghosted for the same if you have under free tier. Okay, so feel free to follow that. Let's jump to demo. So first of all I am doing demo one, invoke targets on a particular scheduling. Okay, so let me jump to AWS management console. So what we are going to do in this first demo, what we will do is in event bridge we will create a in default bus there we will create a scheduling rules that will call a targeted lambda. Okay, automatically. So let us go to lambda first. I am creating one new lambda function for demo one. We can say demo one. I am saying demo one schedule based lambda, and I am giving a runtime of 14.x, and I am using that Node.js 14.x. By default, I am picking this like default permission for this lambda, and I am creating the function. Okay, so here we have a function lambda function created for demo one schedule based lambda with the default coding like with the default Node.js code. And when we are creating lambda first time, if we see the general configuration, it will have a default 128 MB of memory size and timeout of 3 seconds by default. But we are able to change this if you want based on the operation we are doing under this. So this is a one lambda we created. For now what we are doing is we are console dot log whatever response is coming, or we can say, and here we are putting like demo one, whatever we put here, let us put here demo one schedule based lambda, we can say. Let's after changing I am just consoling, so it will whenever this call it will logs into the CloudWatch. So I am saving this, and in monitoring when we go to CloudWatch it will show us say if any logs are there. We did not invoke this lambda, so it will say as log group does not exist, right? Because we did not call this lambda anytime, so that is why here log group is not exist. Okay, so let me do this test call. For now I am calling this lambda for testing purpose, so it is returning me this status code 200 and demo schedule based lambda. I just triggered it manually. So now if we go to the CloudWatch log, here we can say this log group is auto created with the same name of the lambda name, like whatever name we given in lambda, that same name is created in the log group, in a CloudWatch log group. That will help us to monitoring lambda execution. Here we console like response, so it is displaying here. Okay, so let for now let me clear this log, so later when new execution happens we get idea, right? I'm deleting this existing log. Sorry, this logs for now. Okay, so for now we did not have any logs in this particular lambda. Now what I am doing is I am going to event bridge, Amazon event bridge. By in Amazon event bridge, if we go to the event bus, there will be a by default one bus available with name default, and we are able to create, if we want, we are able to create any new custom bus. But by default, this event bus is available. One event bus will be available. So let us put a scheduling rule on that default bus. Okay. So here I am creating a new rule. So I am telling, I am giving name like demo1 schedule rule, demo1 schedule rule. So and here we are what we are doing is whenever every few minutes or every few hours it will call a targeted lambda. So here we are not using event pattern, but we are using scheduling. Okay. So for now, here it will give us different options like fixed rate. So we can call, we can do we can call targeted action every few minutes or every few hours or every day or something like that. And we are even able to do complex thing with the cron expression, like cron can say, for example, whenever we want to run a particular task every day, yes, specific time, then we are able to use cron expression for advanced kind of configuration, like we want to run daily or weekly or something like that on specific time. So for now, what I am doing is I am running every 1 minute targeted action. So I am giving here 1 and every minutes. I am for now using a default bus in this particular demo. Target, I am setting a target, like here we are able to set a multiple target per rules, but it will also have a limit, like we are able to create maximum 5 targets per rule in event bridge. Okay. So for now, what I am doing is I am only using one target, and I am using lambda function as a target, which we already created, right? So I am selecting here demo1 schedule based lambda, which we created, and so everything is set, and I am creating it. Okay. So here we can see, like we have a one rule created, and that rule is created for a default bus. Okay, because we selected that by default, like default event bus. So now this should auto trigger that our lambda function every 1 minute. Okay, so far our lambda function did not have any logs. So let us cross check our lambda function whether any new logs added or not. Okay, so this is our lambda function of demo1. So I'm going to CloudWatch logs for that. Here we go, like we get the one new log, right? Because it is automatically called every 1 minute. So right now we having a single start request ID. So it is one added at around 36. Okay, 236. Now I am refreshing, so it should have a at 237. It should have another logs. So after 1 minute, new log should be come into this because we scheduled that every 1 minute, right? So here in this particular rules, we did the setting, like in this particular rule we have done scheduling setting every 1 minute, call the targeted lambda which we created. So log should be come into the CloudWatch after 1 minute. Here we go, right? We did not call it manually, even we are getting new logs. So here we can see, like now we have a two start request ID. So one request is logged at around 236. Another request log is around 237. So every 1 minute it's calling a lambda function, right? So we can say demo one schedule based lambda, which we already console in the code level. So that is, it is printing. Okay, so if we see, like, it will keep continue calling this action every 1 minute. You can see it now. And now another log also come, because now one more minute. So 36, 236, then 237, then 238. So there are three times this function called every 1 minute. Okay, so this is just a scheduling demonstration. By using this kind of cron kind of scheduling with Amazon Event Bridge rule, you are able to do many things. Like, say for example, you want to send some weather information on some members emails. Then every day or every hours or every specific time, you can call lambda function, and lambda function can send a weather information to a specific member. Even like, uh, through scheduling, you can monitor some services, and based on that, you can send a email through AWS, and like you through SES service, simple email service, you can send email to particular member. So you can do many logic in lambda level. For now, this is a demonstration purpose, basic things we did, but in lambda you can do whatever logic you want to send an email or any other operations you want. Okay, so this is how like scheduling is working. So in this demo one, we covered like how you can create a scheduling with cron like scheduling by using event bridge default bus rule to call AWS lambda. Now we going to start demo 2. In demo 2, what we will do is, whenever we will have a one EC2 instance, whenever EC2 instance state change from running to stopped, at that time it should auto trigger AWS lambda function. Okay, so those demonstration we will do in demo 2 by using predefined event pattern matching. So let us go to again console and start for a start for a demo 2. So for demo 2, what I am doing is, first of all, I am creating one lambda function again, new lambda function. I am giving that name demo 2 so for now I am giving any name like service state change handler. I am using node 14.x again for this, and I am creating that function for a demo 2 purpose, separate function. Okay, so here we have another demo 2 lambda function created. It will have a default and Node.js code, 14.x supported. For now, what I am doing is I am consoling the whatever response is. So it will goes to CloudWatch logs when this function is triggered, and here I am giving that name, whatever is the lambda name in the response, so we get idea which function is get called. Here I'm demonstrating with basic code, but yeah, of course you can do many things within a lambda logic according to the requirement. So here we created another function. If we can just run it, let me give it test for now, and I'm testing it. Okay, so it will returning us a demo 2 service state change handler. Okay, so now what we are doing is, like, we have a lambda function created, and if we go to monitor, it will have a one log because we run it manually, right? So You can see like already that log group is created because we executed this lambda function one time with one log. Okay, so for now what I'm doing is I'm deleting this one existing CloudWatch log entry. So next time we will get idea when it's get triggered. Okay, so now as a part of demo, I am creating one EC2 instance. So what we will do is whenever EC2 instance will stop, it will auto call event bridge, and through predefined event pattern matching, it will auto call AWS Lambda. Okay. So I have a one instance in stop state that I'm remaining for now. That was a different one. Let me terminate that. Now I'm going to launch new instance for this particular demo. I'm picking up a like Amazon Linux 2 for now because that is eligible for free tier. I'm selecting it, and here we see like a T2 micro instance is supporting free tier, so it will not cost us anything if we are under free tier account. Okay, so I'm selecting T2 micro, and I'm launching it directly. So it will by default give this configuration like 1 GB and all those things. I'm launching it, and for now I did not require key because I'm not going to do any other operation inside that. I'm not going to log in that particular instance for now. So here we go, right? We just created instance EC2 instance, another just for a demo purpose, and I terminated my previous one. So once EC2 instance, we can see like this, a new created EC2 instance is terminated one is a old one, that is I'm currently not, we are not currently using for this demo. We are using this one. So currently we have this running instance. Okay, so now let us go back to uh, uh, event bridge, and we can set up a event matching pattern and default bus. So now we are creating another rule for demo 2, so that what will, whenever EC2 instance state change, it will auto call lambda through event pattern, predefined event pattern matching. Okay, so in default bus for now I am creating another rule. We can say demo 2 predefined event pattern. Okay, we can say this name for now, demo 2 predefined event pattern, and here instead of scheduling we are using event pattern matching for this particular demo. And like here what we are doing is not using this custom pattern, but we are using predefined pattern by services. Okay, predefined pattern by services, and service provider, we are there are, it will give different option. In this particular case we are able to like use this for all events or AWS specific services or a service partner. There are many service partners supported here, third-party service partner also, but for now we are using AWS services. We can say EC2, and event type we are using is state change. Okay, EC2 instance state change notification. Okay, and here we are not using any state, but we are using specific state. We can say stop. Okay, so we are using that stop the state for now. And any instance, no, for now we are using specific instance. So what we can do is we can take this instance ID, and we can put it here. We are able to give multiple instances over here, Okay, so this is a pattern we define it. Now we can also define which particular event bus. Okay, so for now we are using deport event bus for this particular rule. Target, we want to like we are using target as our new lambda function created. So what we are doing here is we are creating a default bus event bridge rule that will use predefined pattern matching. So whenever EC2 instance state change to stop, it will auto call to this target whatever we define here. So there are many services supported as a target. You can see there are lots of services: SQS, SNS, or step function, kinesis, and many more. But for now here we are using lambda function. So here we selecting demo to service state change handler. So it will call that particular lambda function. Okay, so let me create this rule. Here we can see like this. This type is a scheduled standard, and this is a standard. So this is a scheduled rule. This is an predefined event pattern matching rule for demo 2. So here what we did is event bus we use existing one default. We define a particular pattern that we can say predefined pattern for AWS EC2 services. So whenever sources EC2 services and state change from like any other to stop, it will auto call this targeted lambda function which we created. Okay, so if we go to here, this function now it's showing right this triggered is as an event bridge CloudWatch. So this CloudWatch is also kind of relevant service to event bridge. Now event bridge is like supporting many feature like compared to CloudWatch is now kind of event bridge. And in monitoring, we can see like is there any logs exist or not for this particular lambda. So currently we did not have any log. Okay, and we are not going to trigger this function manually for now. So what we are doing is we have already set up this predefined pattern, right? Event bridge predefined pattern rule. So it will match this particular AWS EC2 service event pattern, and it will call targeted lambda when state is stopped. So now what we are doing is currently we did not have any logs here for this demo 2 lambda, which we set as a target for this rule 2. Okay, demo 2 rule. Now what we are doing is like we are going to that EC2 instances, and this state is running, right? So what we are doing is now we are changing this instance state from running to stopped. Okay, so it should call automatically that lambda function through event bridge. So this process is stopping under like progress. We can refresh. Once it goes into the stopped state, it will automatically call the AWS lambda through predefined event pattern matching. Yeah, now we can see like instance state is stopped. Okay, so now if we can see this lambda function CloudWatch log again, we are in this demo 2 lambda function because we use this lambda function for demo 2 as a target of that predefined event pattern matching through EC2 instance state change. So in monitoring, we will go to CloudWatch logs. Now it should have one log at least. Yeah, we can see right here is one log added because that EC2 state change from running to stop. So it is through that rule is matching, right? So it is automatically calling this demo 2 like state change handler function. So here we are able to do any particular logic as per our business scenario needs. Like we can write any logic in our Lambda level. Say for example, whenever any production server goes down, we want to send an email to our admin. So by we can use that AWS SDK of SE and like a simple email service, and send email to particular email, and those and many any kind of logic we are able to do as a part of AWS Lambda by using any runtime you want. Okay, so this is just an exact demonstration how this Lambda call through predefined event pattern matching through AWS services. So let me again just start that instance. Okay, and again I will stop that instance, so it should have another log. So for now we can see, right, we have only one logs here in this Lambda. Like this is a demo2 Lambda. So currently we have only one logs at the moment. So let us start and stop that instance again, so it should have another log, so it will call it again, right? So we are checking for this instance only, so for now focus to that. Okay, now this instance is running state again. I am if we see again in CloudWatch logs or demo2 Lambda, so it is there are only single logs. Okay, because it is called one time only. Let us stop this instance again, so it should automatically call Lambda again, and it will have another logs in the CloudWatch. Okay, so now again we are stopping this instance. So through event bridge default bus event rule matching, because that instance state goes from other states to stop the state, so it will auto calling our targeted Lambda which we define in the rules. Currently at in stopping state it will not match, but once it is stopped, yeah, now we have this instance state is stopped. Okay, again second time. So if we see now again we are going to CloudWatch log, and if we can refresh, it should have, because this instance goes to stop the state, so through event bridge our demo2 rule, it should call this Lambda. So in CloudWatch it have a new log now. Yeah, we can see, right, there are one request before, but now we have a two request, one and two request. Another request is done recently, so that this demo2 service state change handler, right? So here we have another two requests happen, two time EC2 instance gets stopped. So with this kind of scenario, like you are able to monitor production servers whenever it is changed to stop or down, it will auto email to admin or something like that. Just an example, but you can do any kind of logic in your AWS Lambda through your choice of your runtime. Okay, so this is how the demonstration of the here we did predefined pattern by AWS services. Okay, so now we going towards demo 3, that is our final demo, last demo for this session. So demo 3, what we will do is like that demo is we will do is a custom pattern matching. Okay, invoke target when event pattern matching using custom pattern. Okay, so what we will do is when custom event pattern match, then and only call AWS Lambda. Say for example Amazon event bridge, this time what we will do is we will create a one new bus, custom bus, and whenever any Amazon event bridge custom bus will receive particular pattern event, and that event is matching with the custom rule, then and only call the targeted Lambda. Okay, and even we will also demonstrate like source Lambda will call the targeted Lambda through event bridge pattern matching, custom pattern matching. This demo 2 was a predefined pattern matching by services, and demo 3 is a custom pattern matching. Okay, so let's get started for demo 3. So in demo 3, what first of all what we are doing is we are creating targeted lambda. After that, what we will do is we will create this Amazon Event Bridge rule for a custom pattern matching, and at last we will create this uh, source like producer lambda. Okay, so let's get to our demo 3. For now, resources are as it is, we will clear that later. So in demo 3, what we are doing is we are creating a lambda function again for a demo 3. So demo 3 is and like custom pattern. Okay, so we can give name accordingly. We are creating another function from scratch. We can say demo 3 custom pattern handler. We are again using node 14.x for now, and I am using default permission lambda execution permission that will give a CloudWatch log access. So once this function gets created, we can see like this function gets created. So for now, what I am doing is I am doing console log for this particular response, and we are printing this particular name, so we get idea which lambda function gets called. Even we get idea through log group, but we are just printing it. Okay, deploying it, and for now just running it once. So here we get just lambda tested for running version. Now what we are doing is like next step we will do next step we will do is like we will create a event bridge custom event pattern matching rule that should call a lambda function whenever custom event pattern matching. Okay, if we go to monitoring CloudWatch log, right now it should have a log group already created. Whenever any lambda call first time, at that time CloudWatch log rule auto created with the same name of the lambda name. Here this log group already created, right? And currently one log is there. Let me delete that one log. So next time we will get idea whenever any new logs are added, so we get idea this lambda is get triggered. Okay, so I'm going to event bridge now again. So I'm going to event bridge, and again for demo 3 I'm creating a new rule. So I am giving here name demo 3 custom event pattern. Okay, custom event pattern. So here we are not using scheduling, we are using event pattern. Here we are not using predefined pattern by service, but that we already demonstrated. Schedule we demonstrated in demo 1, predefined pattern we demonstrated in demo 2. Now we are using this custom pattern. Okay, so here I am selecting custom pattern, and I am putting particular pattern here. Say for example, let me take that custom pattern. For now I have some custom pattern already set. So for now what we are setting here custom pattern is like whenever details having location India, whenever any events having a location India, at that time that particular event will get flows to targeted lambda. Okay, so I just defined that custom pattern for a matching purpose. And before doing this, let us do one thing. Let us for now not adding these rules. Let me go back. Here we have two rule added for demo 1, demo 2. We are creating a new bus for this. We will by default there is a one bus, right? So in this demo we will cover custom bus. So I am creating new bus, say for example demo 2 custom bus. Okay, so I am creating here new this is a default. We use demo 1, demo 2, we use that default bus. Now in demo 3 we are using this custom bus, okay, that we created recently. So we are going to this bus, and now we are adding some rules in that custom bus, okay. So I am selecting demo, going to rule and like demo to custom bus, and I am creating rules for that custom bus. Yeah, for now I think you can let me delete it, let me create it again, sorry. I am giving like name demo 3, we can say. Event bus we are using for them custom event bus we are using for demo 3. So demo 3 custom uh, demo 3 custom bus, okay, sorry for confusion. Yeah, so here we created demo 3 custom bus, that is apart from new bus we created customly instead of default available. So now we are adding rule inside that particular custom bus, demo 3 custom bus. Here we can say demo 3 custom pattern, and here instead of scheduling we are using event pattern, okay, and we are using event pattern. And you can see right in this custom pattern, whenever we are doing custom pattern, whenever we are adding any rule inside the custom bus, at that time this scheduler will be not available, okay. So this feature is only available for default bus, it is not available for custom or partner bus, okay. So for now what I am doing is I am setting up an event pattern. That event pattern I am this schedule we define for default bus, pre-defined pattern also we demonstrated in demo 2. Now we are doing demo 3 custom pattern, so we are selecting this option, and here we are using that particular pattern, matching pattern. So say for example whenever a event data having a location India, at that time it should trigger the targeted um, resource, okay. So here we have select, now we not selected default bus, but here we selected the custom bus, okay, custom or a partner event bus. So with that we created demo 3 custom bus, we enable that, and target we are selecting here lambda function, okay. So here we are selecting lambda function, and we are giving the demo 3 custom pattern handler which we created. So that custom 3 we giving that demo 3 lambda function which we created. So whenever any events, and it we have a location India, at that time it will call to this targeted lambda function automatically, okay. So here we created rules for like we created one custom bus, and inside that custom bus we created one rules. So that rule is we created uh, custom pattern matching rule, and we given specific pattern. So whenever any event comes to event bridge, it will match with this pattern, and whenever this pattern match location India, then and only like it will get called this targeted lambda function, okay. So uh, let us check. So here we, as per this demo, we created this lambda, we created custom event bus, and we created one rule inside custom event bus with the custom pattern matching. We given specific pattern to match, like whenever have a location India in the event data, then and only call the targeted lambda function. Okay, so we go back to that lambda again, which we created for demo 3. Okay, so demo 3 lambda function, we can go to logs, so we get idea it is executed or not. In the CloudWatch, log is a really good tool for such kind of monitoring. So here we can say right now there are no any logs inside this particular log group. Same name as a log group name is the same name as a lambda function name. It is created when invoke lambda function first time. So let us go back to this event bridge event bus, and from that event bus what we are trying is we are trying to send a event. Okay, so what we are doing is we are sending one event, like event we are sending one, we are using that event bus, we are using custom event bus. Event source we can say like uh, uh, manual. Okay, event source we can say manual, and detail type we can say um, uh, okay, so for now like event source we are using manual, and details we are also telling like call from manual send event. Okay, and here we can passing the data, whatever data we want to pass. Say for example we can say mm, we can say key one, or we can say like data one or something like that, data key one, and value we can say key value, key one value or something like that. And here I'm also using that another key, that location, right? So I'm giving here location, and I'm passing location India. That should match with the rules we define, right? So mm, I'm calling that uh, yeah, I just put that another comma here, so that is not matching. Yeah, now it's sending successful, right? So we send one event successful. So let's see, like we in custom event bus we send this event, right? So it should call that our targeted lambda function which we created for demo 3. Okay, so now this lambda should have some locks into if everything goes fine with this configuration, then lambda 3 demos like demo 3 lambda custom pattern lambda should have some locks now in the CloudWatch. Yeah, here we go, right? So here we have these locks, that means this lambda get auto triggered when this event, like when we send this event data to that custom event bus. Okay, so here we see, right, we are printing that response. Even we can print a particular we can even go to the code and we can print a code like event as well, so we get idea what we received in the event, right? So here I am printing like printing that event as well, so it will print the data. Now again I am resending it. So second time like this what we did is in Amazon event bridge from event bus custom event bus we are sending here the data, like I mean we are doing send event. Okay, so it will send the uh, event to lambda function. So here we can see uh, if we refresh, it will have some new logs added now. Or it might have a new, yeah, this is new thread created. So you can see like we have another logs now here, and we printed that event detail, right? So this event detail, we can say like data key will key one value and location is India, right? So because we did the console log for event data, so whatever event received from source, like event bridge, that gets printed here in Lambda console. Okay, so that is two times this function called. That is why there are two logs, right? Because pattern matching that. Let us clear this uh, logs for now, and so we will get idea when this function called again. So now what I am doing is, again I am putting event source, like say for example manual, and again I am calling that. So here I am putting location India, then it should call. Okay, so I did that, and it is calling. So it should have now logs here in few minutes. Yeah, now we have logs. So this Lambda function gets triggered. Okay, and also that event is matching like data key one value location India, right? Now I am clearing these logs, and again I am trying to call this event with some different, like location I am putting, instead of India I am putting US. Okay, so in that case it should not call the targeted Lambda, because that pattern, custom event pattern, we define location India, right? So it should not match and it will not call. So for now I am trying this, so it should not call the targeted one. Okay, so now if we see, there should be no any logs for this particular demo 3 Lambda. You can see, right, there are no logs added. Even we tried multiple refreshes, there are no any logs added, because that pattern is not matching. Here location US, that pattern is not matching. Okay, so now if I am changing this to India, then it should I sended it, so now it should have some logs, because now we changes that to India, right? Then location India, that detail pattern matching here. So let me refresh that logs. Here we go, right? So we got that logs here. So it means it is calling. That's great. So this is how, like, we have created custom rules, location India matching, right? So that is why it's called. So we are all like that way, we are able to send it manually. Now again we go to rules. In rules we can see in custom rules, like we have this pattern, right? So it is matching that pattern. Whenever that pattern matching, then and only calling this targeted Lambda. Now one more thing we are trying, what we are doing is, like, so we covered this part, like this Amazon event bridge have a custom event bus, as well as rules that will custom pattern matching rule we did. So it will matching exactly location India. So whenever any events comes to event bridge which is having a exact matching pattern location India, then and only send, uh, then and only call the targeted Lambda function in this particular case. Okay, so up to this part we covered, and sorry for this interruption. I'm again opening this slide. Okay, so this demo 3, like for this demo 3 we covered this part. I mean, source Lambda, even like currently we send the event manually, uh, triggering from particular event bus, but we are also able to do that logically from source Lambda. Whenever source Lambda executed, it will call the it will put a event on event bridge, and that will call this another Lambda function through event bridge. That is also possible. So let me try to demonstrate that part. So what I am now doing is I am creating the source Lambda. So this source Lambda will put a event on event bridge, and that will automatically call the targeted Lambda. So I'm again going back to Lambda function. So what I am doing is I am creating one more Lambda function, demo3. We can say source demo3 source Lambda, we can say. And here here for now I am using this normal permission. Later we will change that. Okay, so we created another demo3 source Lambda. So for now, let me so this demo3 source Lambda, what we will do is from this Lambda, logically by using AWS SDK of EventBridge, we will put a event on EventBridge, so it will call the it will put a event on EventBridge bus, and it will auto trigger the second Lambda. Okay, source to target Lambda call. So what I am doing is we want to put event on EventBridge. So this by default this Lambda function have a permission of only CloudWatch logs, right? So what I am doing is I am modifying this role, existing role for now, which is already created. So here what I am doing is I am editing this policy, and I am adding one more rule for this. Again, I am going to that EventBridge also side by. So going to that event bus, because we will require that ARN. So what I am doing is I am adding a new additional permission apart from CloudWatch. So we are giving EventBridge permission, and for now we are giving specific permission for write resources. What we are doing is um, we are giving it that for event bus we are adding ARN for event bus. Okay, so we are giving this permission for this custom event bus only in this demo. So I am putting that ARN of the custom event bus. Sorry, we are using this ARN of the custom event bus, so that will this rule this permission will apply for that particular event bus only. And we are giving this well, we are not going to give for a write, but let us give specific only then for now. Let me again reset this and creating it again. So what I am doing is I am editing the policy of that particular Lambda. So I am selecting EventBridge. I am not giving write permission, otherwise it will give write to all the keys, all the actions. Access level. For now, we are giving put event permission for this um, access level, and we are giving specific event bus only. So this ARN we are adding, and so let us review this policy and we try to attach it once. So let's see. Okay, so here we added that policy also, like EventBridge policy. Okay, with the write access. Okay, so because that we will require, because in Lambda we are going to from that Lambda we are going to trigger EventBridge. So that Lambda execution will be required permission to call put event action. Okay, so here we have this now in this Lambda we are going to do the logic to call the events put event on AWS EventBridge. Okay, so here we are able to directly search like EventBridge AWS SDK. put event. Okay, so it will directly take you to that particular page where the demo will exist. Okay, you can take this put event from here, and this code will be helpful you to do this operation. Okay, so for now I already have this pattern ready in my documented, so it will save us our time for now, and I am putting this logic inside this particular lambda. Okay, so what I am doing is here, for now, okay, so this logic I already created, and this is the same logic which is here, from here demonstrated, like you are able to import that AWS SDK and able to create object of event bridge, and then able to call this put event action. So that will put your event on a particular event bus in the event bridge, and it will further take the action as per the rule match. Okay, so here what I did in this particular logic, like I imported the AWS SDK. This is a Node.js for import export. So AWS SDK we imported and just configured the region, particular region, and then we created the object of AWS event bridge because we want to call that put event. So in handler, what we did is we setting detail, like whatever detail we are getting in the whatever events we are getting, that we are sending in detail as a JSON string file. Okay, and detail type we are for now sending like send event from first lambda, and this source resources is not required for now. Source is publisher lambda, we can say, and time for now I'm setting as like default time, whatever. And then after, like here event bus, we need to give specific event bus ARN. So here we can take that particular event bus ARN. Let us goes to event bridge again, side by. So here in event buses, we have this custom event bus, right? Because we are using that for demo 3. So that event bus ARN I'm copying, and I'm pasting that event bus ARN here, or we can give like event bus name, but for now I'm using this ARN. Okay, so here we set everything, like we imported AWS SDK, just set region, created object of event bridge, and then here I just created the JSON like pattern which is required for passing to the put event function. So here we created the AWS event bridge object, and AWS event bridge have a many functions supported. We are calling put event function, so that will put the events on event bridge whenever this lambda call, and passing these parameters. Okay, so here we have set this different detail, like details then data, like details type, event bus ERN or name, and those things. And it will, like this will put event will triggered here like asynchronously, and whatever result, for now just we are printing it as a part of this lambda. Okay, and here we are doing event bridge put event operation. That is why this lambda role IAM role needed the permission to do the put event operation on event bridge, that we already granted that permission, right, in the previously. So I'm deploying this code, and now I think we have everything ready. Like we have a source lambda ready, we have a event bridge rule ready, and we have targeted lambda ready. So now I'm calling this lambda. So for now what I am doing is I'm creating one test, we can say location India. So for now I am keeping this key as it is. One key I am modifying location India. Okay, so this is created, and now I am triggering this lambda. So here we can see like this is detail I printed that is passed, and here we can see like whatever response we printed here in the result that get failed entry count 0 means it is success, and we also event ID generated. This is the event ID which is placed on event bridge. So failed entry count 0 means it is sent successfully. Okay, so now if we go to our destination lambda, like what we will do, like we already coded this. So this particular whatever event we data we put like send it in the request, that will this lambda, this source lambda will put a event on event bridge, and that event bridge have a matching pattern location India, so it will call the targeted lambda, right? So let us go to targeted lambda. So here we have targeted lambda is demo 3 custom pattern handler, right? So we can go to monitor CloudWatch logs for this. So here now we have this entry, right? So let us remove this and we can try again, so we get idea whether it is called or not. Okay, so let me refresh it, and I'm again going back to this our source lambda, and I am running that test again. Okay, so that location is India here, so I'm running this same test again. So here is another event ID is sent, right? So that another event is sent to custom bus this ARN. Now if we go to the CloudWatch of that our demo 3 handler lambda, targeted lambda, it should have a new log because it is triggered, right? Yeah, here we got the new logs, right? So this source lambda uh, put a event on event bus, and that event bus having custom pattern rule matching. So we get this like destination or target lambda gets called, so that is why we get these logs here, right? So it is get triggered here, and here also we printed this event, right? So it is having all this detail like key, and we have this location India and all those things, right? And even if we change anything, right, let me do another call again here in this lambda. So what I am doing is I am creating something new, or let me create a configure test event. For now I am giving this something new like new key or something. Okay, so we can get idea in the logs again, and I am calling this again, so it should have a one more logs now. Or it might have a new thread created possible. Yeah, we can see, right, we get new logs. If we go to this information, we can have this new key which is we added, right? New key and location India. Okay, let us now again delete these logs, and we can try out another scenario. And now I am changing this configuration to US instead of US, or we can remove this location. So in that case pattern will not match and it should not call the targeted lambda, right? So here I am sending this event will put onto event bus, but it will not call the target lambda. Event goes to event bridge, and target like it is not matching custom pattern, so it will, we did many calls, right? So for this source lambda, but it should, targeted lambda should not have any CloudWatch log because pattern is not matching here. So it is showing no any logs, right? So if we set it again to the India, then it should trigger. I did few calls again with India, location India, then it should have some logs now in few minutes. Yeah, now we get log, right? So this destination lambda gets triggered. So that's it. So here we covered third demo as well, like source lambda put a event on EventBridge, and EventBridge having a rule that matching custom pattern location India, and then and only calling targeted lambda. Okay, so here we in this session overall we learn like how EventBridge scheduling, predefined and custom event pattern matching functionality, along with the demo 1, 2 and 3. Along with EventBridge, we also learn about AWS Lambda, CloudWatch and EC2. Overall what we did is like we created different lambdas. We created different lambda for different demos. We created this demo 1, demo 2 lambda, as well as 2 lambda source and destination for demo 3. In EventBridge side also we created that custom in demo 3 we created for source lambda we created IAM role with the put like EventBridge permission for put operation. Amazon EventBridge, what we did is demo 1 2 we use default event bus, that is one exists. Demo 3 we created custom event bus and we created rule for that same. Like in demo 1 we use scheduler, every minute calling lambda. Demo 2 we use predefined event matching. When EC2 instruction it's called targeted lambda. And in demo 3 what we did is in demo 3 whenever location India matching in custom event bus, then calling targeted lambda. So we covered all different scenario for scheduling and event pattern matching. Okay, so I think I covered pretty much for this particular topic I planned it for. Thank you for your time and watching this session. Keep inspiring the AWS community by sharing the knowledge. Thank you for watching this. Here is my detail. Like if you want to connect with me, I am very active on LinkedIn, with also active on Twitter, so you can contact me for any kind of technical or AWS things. Thank you.